I'm Beth Goodrum and I'd like to welcome you to my brand new course, Instagram with Intention for the over 35s. Thank you for joining me today. I decided to write this course partly in an attempt to respond to all the questions that I've received via Instagram and partly in response to my own Instagram journey. I'm asked all sorts of questions on Instagram, from how to create a great looking feed to how to grow a following and how to increase engagement. But more often than not, people ask me how to deal with the comparison and the frustration that Instagram can create. Believe me, I know how it feels to wonder why your account isn't growing and to look at others and to wonder what is the secret of their success. I've read books, asked questions of others, listened to podcasts and learned from the questions that people have asked of me. My aim in writing this course is to help you to feel happy and confident when using Instagram, not only from the perspective of how to use the app, but also in terms of your emotional response to it. My aim is that each and every one of you will connect with Instagram from a positive place, not from a place of upset, comparison, or frustration. There are lots of courses which deal with the technical side of Instagram, and whilst it is true that this aspect is hugely important, little time has been devoted to the emotional aspects which surround Instagram. And believe me, I know that there are many people who struggle with the emotional side of Instagram, whether it's because they make negative comparisons with others or because they feel that they are unable to crack what seems to be an unfathomable code despite hours of effort whilst others can, or because they don't really know where to start. All of these can cause a huge amount of negative emotion. For those of you who are struggling with Instagram, I too have been through these struggles, and on occasion, I still do. But largely, Instagram and I are at one. When we're not, I take a step back. I may reach out to my Instagram friends, then I take a deep breath, go into analysis mode and follow the lessons that I teach in this course. This gives us both some space so that we can reconnect in a more positive way. Of course, that's not to say that it's always Instagram's fault that things aren't going well for me. Perhaps I'm a little off kilter and my captions aren't capturing. Perhaps I'm posting at the wrong time of day, or maybe I've misunderstood what resonates with the people who are following me. Whatever the reason, a break for both of us can be a good thing. I'm not sure that any of us ever appreciated exactly what Instagram could do for us, how it could help create careers, grow brands and businesses, and most of all foster a community amongst like-minded individuals. Multi-million-pound businesses, both online and in the real world, have developed, not least in part to Instagram. Careers that didn't even exist 5 years ago now exist because of Instagram. People can run businesses which create a passive income and which are location neutral because, at least in part, to Instagram. I think that it is fair to say that I was a little late to the Instagram party, or more importantly, to understanding the rules of the game of Instagram. Believe me when I say that those who have had phenomenal success absolutely deserve it. Unless someone is a true phenomenon, we have to work hard to achieve success on Instagram, and we have to be intentional with it. Making it look easy is just one of the many skills that have to be honed, as well as being a stylist, photographer, editor, and a copywriter, all wrapped up in one. True, we may not have the professional skills of each of these individuals, and I wouldn't want to undermine the complexity of these professions, but the brands who look to influencers on Instagram must certainly feel that they have a certain, if not an exceptionally high level of competence in each of these disciplines for them to invest in them and to collaborate with them. Whether you're on Instagram to build a career, to sell products or services, for the community, or for support from like-minded individuals, Instagram can be a resource of enormous wealth and a source of even greater frustration. For many of you taking this course, you may not have grown up in an era of social media. With it comes a whole set of unwritten rules which I will aim to explain. I'd like to pull back the curtain on this global social media powerhouse, which taken at its simplest is nothing more than a free app with a number next to the account holder's name. So, what can you expect from this course? Well, in terms of delivery, the course is delivered in its entirety straight from the start, enabling you to work through it at your own pace. I have purposefully kept the lessons short and to the point, as I know that your time is precious. All that I would suggest is that you work through Module 1 first. After that, it's up to you how you progress through the course. But yes, do try and start with Module 1 if you can. And what can you expect in terms of results? My aim is that by the end of this course, the frustration, overwhelm, and emotion that you feel with Instagram will have scaled itself right back. And when you reach that stage, that's when the magic happens. That is when the true you will appear, when the words flow, when your creativity shines through, and when you relax into Instagram. And that is when you can expect to see results in your numbers and in your engagement. I've also included lessons on all of those things that I didn't really understand were important when I started my Instagram journey, such as photography, what to include in your bio and your feed, how to write your captions, and how to analyse your insights. Looking back, it's obvious now, but sometimes you need to be further down the road before you can turn back and realise that what you do now as a matter of course took a long time to learn. A bit like driving a car or making a cake or the million other things that us busy women do without really thinking about it. And don't worry, I'm here to offer you support and guidance along the way. You will all be given access to a private Facebook group where you can ask questions, offer support to one another, and I too will be there to help you along the way. After all, Instagram is about community, and I have no doubt that as part of this course, you will make new friends, find inspiration, insight, and feel included in the wonderful, and at times frustrating, world that is Instagram. Together, we can use Instagram with intention to find our Insta peace.